Hello there, I'm Brian LaRosa with LaRosa's Trains. Welcome to my first episode for 2018. Alright, it is late May of 2018, and I hope all of you had a safe Memorial Day last weekend. Now, as you can tell from my YouTube channel, it's been about half a year since my last video upload, and you may be wondering why there's such a large hiatus. Well, there are several reasons behind it. First of all, as we all know, the hobby can be very expensive, and I'm trying to save as much money as possible, particularly for my college tuition. But I also have a space limitations in terms of storage for my trains. But overall, I'm still happy with whatever I have at this time around. Now, the second reason of all is that, you know, as some of you know, early this year, it's been extremely cold, right after Christmas, and because of it, I find it uncomfortable to run my trains in the basement on an extremely cold day, as cold as the teens or even the single digits, and I just couldn't find the weather very acceptable to running my trains, especially in a basement. And so I personally prefer running my trains when the weather is warmer. And then the final reason of all is that I'm currently a student at Montgomery College, and as a college student, I've been very busy with working on my homework, and for a pretty busy semester. Excuse me. Now, I originally thought about running my trains during my academic semester, primarily on weekends. But I realized that it wouldn't be very suitable, because there had been some weekends where I was too busy finishing my homework for my college classes. And so I'm just more concerned of working on my college homework, but I still been thinking of trains as a true rail enthusiast. But of course, it's never the same without running my trains on my layout. So anyway, now from what I noticed online, I don't think any of you have sent me feedback on when is my next video. So, with all the reasons being said, I apologize for the large hiatus. But again, I haven't received any feedback whatsoever regarding my next video, which is this video. So anyway, for those of you who are subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you for your patience, and let's get started. In this video, we're going to have a railroad naming ceremony at my layout. And my railroad name will be named after the 3 locations I've been to that involve trains. Now, as a special treat, I am kind to offer you as much train action as possible to celebrate the new railroad name. But first, I'm going to do a speech featuring the 3 locations that make up my new railroad name. So I hope you enjoyed this video. The first location in my railroad name is Damascus, Maryland. Not only because I live here, but more importantly, as many of you already know, my favorite event in the town of Damascus is a Damascus Train Day event, which is typically sponsored by the Damascus Public Library every November. Now, the most significant part about Train Day is that was back in 2010 when I was 14 years old, because the hobby was so promotional to me that Train Day inspired me to have my first O-gauge electric train for Christmas of that same year. And of course I successfully did. And without my first O-gauge electric train, then there would never be my layout like mine behind me. So I've been enjoying the hobby ever since, and I'm so happy Damascus has some nice train action there, even though there isn't actually a train that runs through Damascus to my knowledge. Now, I hear that there may be there might have been a trolley that passed through Damascus from the town of Mount Airy, which I'll discuss later on. Now, the reason I mentioned the trolley that went through Damascus is because there is some evidence of the trolley service that is located beneath the asphalt that was paved after the trolley service was eliminated through Damascus. Well, this is just my personal guess. I could be wrong, but anyway, I'm just really glad Damascus is involved with trains. The second location to my railroad name is Mount Airy, for several reasons. First of all, as many of you know, I used to go to a train store that's located in Mount Airy, which is called a Train Depot. Now, recently, earlier this month, I purchased a few souvenirs there, like my hat, like this nice Lionel hat, and as you can see, it looks very well done. And then the second reason is that there is some significant railroad history going back in retrospect as early as the 1820s, when the Baltimore and Ohio was founded. And Mount Airy used to be part of the B&O's old main line. And it had been in service for pretty much over a century, up until the 1950s, when the B&O eliminated passenger service. and then eventually the track through Mount Airy was ripped up by the 1970s, which of course was the same decade that Amtrak took over a majority of intercity passenger services. Also, there was a railroad station in Mount Airy that is used today as a pharmacy, which is located across the parking lot from a train depot. And then finally, another significant part about in the town of Mount Airy is an old B&O caboose that was restored at the B&O Railroad Museum in Baltimore, and then it was transported to Mount Airy, and it is used today as a visitor center. And I once visited the caboose, and I enjoyed socializing with a guy supervising this caboose. And you know, that's a good thing about the hobby. You know, you get to enjoy talking with other railroad enthusiasts. And so that takes care for Mount Airy, and now let's move on to the next location. The final location for my railroad name is Gaithersburg, Maryland, which is another location where I bought trains from. The dealer located there is Engine House Hobbies, and as many of you know. Now the current location for that train store is an old cannery that was originally served by the Baltimore and Ohio. In fact, the current CSX trackage right next to the train store are former B&O tracks. And today the trackage is owned by CSX under its metropolitan subdivision. Although Amtrak also serves that trackage, as well as the Maryland area regional commuter MARC trains. And another significant portion of Gaithersburg is located near the Old Town portion of it, and it's another caboose that was cosmetically restored, and it's a former Missouri Pacific caboose, number 13577. And apparently that there is a street simply called Railroad Street in Gaithersburg, and I think the Mopac caboose is located on Railroad Street. So now, so as you can see, both Gaithersburg and Mount Airy have three things in common: some railroad history, their cosmetically restored cabooses, and the model train dealers. Now that I've mentioned all of the locations for this railroad name, now comes the presentation of my new railroad name. Ta-da! Welcome to the Damascus, Gaithersburg, and Mount Airy Railroad lines, also known as the Damascus Line for short. Now, I made this little sign to present my railroad name. Now, as you can see, the name has some color in it, although the logo for my name is still pending. I haven't made any symbols or some of the best colors right now. Well, this time around, these colors I have are the best colors I could choose. And if you don't know which colors are, this is green, this is yellow, white, and gold. Now these colors are coming from the high school that I graduated from, which is Damascus High School. And the school colors are green, white, and gold. But other than that, I don't have the best logo at this time around. But please let me know if you have any suggestions regarding the railroad logo. Well, anyway, I just want to present the new railroad name, and I hope you all like that railroad name. Alright, that about wraps up my ceremonial speech for my new railroad name. I hope you enjoy my ceremonial speech. And now comes the fun part, which is the running of my trains. So thanks for listening to my speech. I'm Brian LaRosa. Until next time, all aboard! track 1, the La Rosa Limited. Now departing on track 1, the La Rosa Limited. All aboard!